diagnosis and then start down the path of treatment. But you have to have the doctors, the labs, the pharmacists who are willing to learn, and learning takes time, and we are not paid for our time. We are paid for the number of patients we see and the number of procedures we perform. So finding a doc who's of the tissue in that area, they respond. And it turns out they have many, they respond by producing and releasing into the local tissues around them this bevy of very potent molecular signals, various natural human body chemicals that act as signals. We generically call these signaling chemicals mediators. So the mast cells produce and release the mast cell mediators, which diffuse out into the local tissues and in some cases even get into the local circulation, which then hooks up, of course, with systemic circulation. So locally released mast cell mediators can come to have impacts at distant parts of the body as well. And what happens is that when a mast cell mediator comes into contact with some other cell, whether locally or distantly, the other cell responds by adjusting its functioning to help the body resist and recover from whatever the assault, the insult was. Now, it turns out the mast cell is capable of pumping out more than 200 different signals, more than 200 different mediators. And each mediator has not just one effect, but a huge array of effects that can be direct effects on the cells that the mediator comes in contact with, could be indirect sort of domino chain effects, could be local effects, could be distant effects, could be acute effects, could be chronic effects. So the whole system is extraordinarily complicated. It has been fine-tuned by actually hundreds of millions of years of evolution. We know this. Right? But as complicated as it is, the whole system works great as long as the mast cells are pumping out the right mediators in the right amounts at the right times and in the right places in the body. But sometimes, for lots of reasons we can discuss another point if we have some time, the mast cells begin pumping out the wrong mediators, wrong amounts, wrong times, wrong places in the body. And when the cells and tissues on the receiving end of these mediators, the cells and tissues that are contacted by these mediators, when they receive those signals, they have no way to know that they're the wrong signals. They're just biologically programmed to